question, please welcome to stage Antje, Bothin. Woo! Keep it going, keep it going.
Hello, my name is Antje, but everybody in Scotland calls me Angie. But you, darling, can call me whatever you want. You may be able to tell from my accent that I'm from Germany. Most people think I'm from Poland and ask me if I can build them a cheap conservatory. But it could be worse. I hear when you Scots go abroad, people think you're English. There are a lot of differences between Scotland and Germany. One is people are very polite here. You usually say things like sorry and thank you and please a lot. Even during an argument, you say things like please fuck off. And then there's bus stops, you know. In Germany, when you're standing at a bus stop, the bus stops because it's a bus stop. But here, you have to do something like wave to the driver to make the bus stop. It took me 3 months of standing at bus stops. I waved at the driver, and the bus stopped. And then I was told I was standing at the wrong side of the road. You know, because in Germany we drive on the right side of the road. And there are a lot of rules in Germany. But there's one rule in Scotland you have to stick to, and that is don't talk about football. That can be dangerous, especially in Glasgow. And there's another thing, I read the newspaper. I never read the paper, but my teacher told me to, so I did it. And I read about a power cut in Glasgow, and I thought that could never happen in Germany. And then I heard Central Station was affected at a low level, and I was wondering how do I get home? And then I remembered you Scots like to walk 500 miles. And another thing is the cost of living crisis. You know, people tell me they got laid off, and I think that can never happen to me. I'm so lucky, because I never get hired. And let me tell you a secret. I have a history of communication anxiety and selective mutism. But you know, I learned to speak up for myself since I got this microphone. Well, I learned English, you may ask, at school. But really, by watching the telly, all these American TV shows. For example, I watched Sesame Street. Yes. I'm the Count. I'm from Transylvania. I like to count things apart from calories. I like the chocolate. You know, things like that. I also was Muppet Show. I'm Miss Piggy. Would you like some bacon, Kermit? Oh, you, darling? And I watched Knight Rider. Imagine, I learned English from a talking car. Not many people can say that. And it spoke good English. But I learned proper English when I came to Glasgow. By watching Obscene Speed. No one can talk English anymore. So, you know, I think you Scots only come up with your dialect to confuse the rest of the world. And I like that. Thank you very much.